So, welcome to this semester of Computer Science for Teachers, which is EDU 696M. And this semester, we're also combining it with Ed 757, which is an adolescent content literacies course. We often in education talk about a learning community, and here there really is a community because we have the ed tech people that are taking computer science for teachers. We have the adolescent people who are going to be taking computer science, adolescent literacy people who will be taking computer science for teachers with a focus on computer science being a literacy or a set of literacies. And then we also have some students who have taken this course before who are kind of doing an advanced version of this course. And so they'll be participating in our community while they'll be doing work that is similar to the work that most of you will be doing, but at a more advanced level, and you'll have access to that work. So if you're feeling adventurous, you could try out some of the work that they're doing as well. This is probably my favorite course to teach, so I'm very excited. I'm also very excited about this particular configuration with the different students in it. And so the goal of this video is to kind of give you a general introduction to the course, to show you what we're going to be up to, and to introduce you to Pace Commons, which is the learning platform that I designed 3 years ago now, I think, out of a commitment or out of an interest and commitment that learning is a social activity. And so Pace Commons is designed to be a social network, not unlike Facebook and Twitter and other social networks. So let's get started. Okay, so you should be able to see our group in Pace Commons. You can see that it's clearly labeled Computer Science for Teachers 2019. And what you'll see down the right side of the page is various bookmarks for resources in the course. And I'll continue to be posting things as we go. The primary place you're going to want to go is the page that's kind of like the living syllabus for the course, and it's this page called CS for Teachers Coursework. I recommend that once you go there, and you got a link to it on the email that took you to this video, that you bookmark this so you can come back to it easily. This you could consider a living syllabus for the course. So the course is comprised of 5 units. The first unit, as you can see, is a history of computer science and education, something that we believe strongly you should have an introduction to. The second unit is called Code as Poetry, and it's an introducing to programming languages. And there you're going to explore some programming languages and then use one particular one called Twine to make an interactive storybook, lesson plan, that kind of thing, and you'll see the details. The third unit is called Beautiful Evidence, which is all about data visualization. And so in that unit, you'll learn a couple of more tools that you could use to create beautiful and useful visualizations of data. In this case, you're going to be using data from the New York State Ed website, and you'll see how that goes. Then in the fourth unit, we'll be expanding from the 2-dimensional world to the 3-dimensional world, and we'll be working with robots. So if you've never had experience before working with robots, I think you'll really enjoy that. You're going to program your robot to do a couple things, one of which is you're going to choreograph it to dance to a song of your choice, and you'll see that when we get to it. And then Unit 5 is where we kind of put everything together, and you'll design curricular activities and lesson plans that combine literacy and the computer science work that you've been doing into things you could do with your students. So we intend this part to be really useful. You'll also be doing a reflection and put together a portfolio for your work for the course. So that's kind of an overview of the course. And as I said in the syllabus, which is attached to the email that you received that gave you the link to this video, you should expect to do somewhere between 3 and 5 hours of work each week. Some of it will be reading texts, watching videos, and writing responses, and some of it will be coding and trying out coding of various kinds. I'm going to strongly encourage you to adopt an attitude of trying, failing, trying again, learning from what you do, trying again. It's going to be that kind of a mindset that really has you both succeed in the course, but also really have fun with the course. So hopefully this is clear. So again, we're on Pace Commons, which is a social learning network. We have a group called Computer Science for Teachers. This is the roadmap to the 5 units. So let's look a little bit at Unit 1, because you'll be diving into that pretty soon. So in Unit 1, what you're going to be doing is doing some reading and responding. I've identified some guiding questions for those responses. You're going to be watching some videos and watching a debate between 2 scholars of CS education. And I think you're going to find that really fascinating, and then respond to that as well. In there, you're also going to be playing with some coding tools and posting your work and etc. So that's kind of an outline of the first unit, which is the first couple weeks of the course. All this work is going to be due by February 15th, so it'll be a chance to celebrate, I guess, Valentine's Day being over and then this work being done. So let's look a little bit about how we would post our work to Pace Commons. So what you're going to start by doing is to create a profile, and I posted directions for that. And then you're going to come in and create a blog post. So if you go here to the Create and Share menu, write a blog post, title it My First Blog Post. You write a short excerpt, possibly my best writing about anything, anywhere. And then you would write your response. Just to show you a couple things, this is everything that you post on Pace Commons kind of works the same way. So you get this what's called a rich text editor, so you could add some formatting, bolding, italics, underline, bullets, inserting links, inserting pictures. So let's just try that. So I'm going to grab an image. Let's see. Robots. I really like that image because of the smile. And I'm going to grab that and go back here, click on the image icon. That's pretty wide for this page, so I'm going to cut it in half. And there, my image is right there. And I write stuff, blah, 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 blah. Now, there's 2 things that I want to point out. Tags. So like on Twitter, like on Facebook, like on Instagram, you could tag your work, and I will indicate specific tags. So for example, going back to the Unit 1 work, it'll say, for your work, please use the tag hashtag CS for Teachers Unit 1. So you copy that, go back to your post, and put it right there. And then you could add anything else that you want. Robots, fun. You just separate the different tags by commas. The second thing that's important is about who has access to what you're doing. So one of the reasons I like Pace Commons is because you could determine who can see anything that you post at the individual item level. So I can make it, and you see that there are options there. If it's private, it's only available to me. So it's really like a draft. It's only available to you. So it's only like a draft. I would leave friends out for now. Logged in users means anyone on the system. So there's lots of people. There's 200-300 people on the system. Anybody that's logged in can see what you've done. Or I can make it totally public, meaning if I give this URL to anybody in the world, they can access it. And that's part's up to you. So let's say that you have designed your portfolio and then you want to share it with a future employer. You could mark it like logged in users for now, but then go back, say before a job interview, change it to public, and then share that with your potential employer. And they will be only able to see that page, not anything else on Pace Commons. And then you would save that. So when you're done, it looks like this. So there's the title. Here are the tags. here's my incredible post, and there's room for comments. So if anyone, and I encourage you strongly to comment on each other's work. I'm not going to set a requirement for that, but we know that learning happens in conversation with other people, so I strongly encourage you to have conversations with other people, and one of the ways you can do that is through commenting. One last thing I want to show you about the tags is, so you notice that these appear as links. And the reason is, so if I click on this link with that tag, I get a list of everything on Paste Commons that has that tag. And that's the way to see what other people have done for that assignment. So using those tags is pretty important. Okay, so we've covered, I've walked into the course. I've shown you the living syllabus for the course and the roadmap. I've walked through what's in Unit 1. And so now it's your turn to participate. So you'll see from the email that I've sent, your first task is to log in to Paste Commons, and if you have trouble with that, let me know. Your second task will be to set up your own profile. And just to show you what the profile looks like, you navigate to it by clicking on the icon, which for you will be a generic icon. And you'll see, you don't have to have a photo of you, but I'd like you to have some image that represents you, an avatar of some kind. And then you could put stuff about yourself and where you are, and you could put any of this information I would include, and then you'll see that there's this add widgets option, and add anything you want there. Customize the page as much as you want to. Okay, so you're going to log in, create a profile, then go to the work for Unit 1, and you have a link to that in your email, and get started. So I think that's it. So welcome again to the course. Be bold. Be willing to try stuff. Have a positive attitude. Share. Connect with other people. Connect with me. And overall, just have fun. And I look forward to working with you.